Get excited. It's about to go down. I know what you need, so I'm going to give you what you need. Man Crush Monday, International Edition. Hashtag Brazil. Let's get it. Yeah, buddy. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Childish. We're back at it again with the next Man Crush Monday. Y'all know what it is. Okay, it's the one and only day out of the week where we take the opportunity to promote our YouTubers, our streamers, our websites, anybody and everybody that goes out of the way to promote the game and help out the Summoners War community grow. So yeah, buddy, here we go. This one is by far going to be probably one of my most special Man Crush Mondays out there. As you guys know, I'm trying to do everything and anything to continuously grow the community and promote the community. And what better way to do that than to go across the pond? It's time to do it big. International edition. It's time to hit up that Portuguese side, Brazil side, hashtag boom, Brazil. Get it. All right. So I got myself a handful of the YouTubers out there that you guys might not even know about, and so I want to get it out there so you guys can hear about them and hopefully give them some love and subscribe to them. Okay. This international edition episode is going to be focused on the Brazilian side. As you guys know, we've had many communities grow, across the world. And, in my humble opinion, I would have to say Brazil is one of the fastest growing communities out there. So shout out to everybody on the Brazil side. They do a great job of working together. You got about like 6 or 7 YouTubers out there working together, providing content, and you can just see them really bring it home as far as providing some overall content, but really coming together as a community in general between the YouTubers and helping each other out, in an effort to make them all grow. So I'm gonna go ahead and name off. We got about 6 or 7 of them right now, and let me see who we're gonna start out with. I guess what we need to go ahead and start out with is the one that you guys are all familiar with, Zerobet. For those that don't recognize Zerobet, he is a high-level member, Guardian 2 player on the global side, kicking it big with Kindred Saints. Was originally from the Asylum when we did our Educate and Dominate vid, but he's since then changed and moved on to a different guild. Definitely a very intelligent man, has been providing content for the community for about 6 months. And if if you don't want to use my own personal experience as far as watching his grow, whatnot, I even got a little statistics for you. He actually came on board. He's sitting at about 4,000 subscribers right now. I'm sorry, 4,700 subscribers right now. 6 months ago, he started his channel. At the 3-month mark, at the 3-month mark, he hit 1,000, and then 3 months later, not even 3 months later, he's almost at 5,000 subscribers. So you can see flat out that his content is second to none, providing great content for you guys and really getting it out there. In addition, one of the cool things that he did, he's done it with a couple of videos. I'd love to see him continue to do it again. Is he actually did a couple of videos where he provided a little bit of like subtitles for people that speak English, so that he can, in essence, make videos for his native country, but also invite people all over the world. Obviously in the Americas side or whatnot with the English speaking languages, and get them on board so that they can watch the content and understand what he's talking about. Because again, there's a lot of topics that he wants to discuss. But he does have the opportunity. He knows the language really well, and so he has the opportunity to put it out there so that all of us can understand. So hopefully he continues to do that. I really was a big fan of that. He kind of went back and forth on that. So my man Zerobet, you better be doing it big, okay? All right, you better be doing that for me. No, doing that for your subscribers, all right? Next one up. This gentleman here needs no introduction to the Brazilian world, but definitely a newcomer when it comes to talking about him on the global side or from the American side or whatnot. Eric Mark, with aka E Mark, doing a big out there. He's definitely one of the bigger channels out there, sitting at around 6,700 subscribers. He started his channel more or less around the summer of 2015, and obviously, almost at 7,000 subscribers. He's obviously doing something right, so definitely want to tune into that. I looked over his channel over the past week and a half or so. And even though I say like a lot of the channels here have a nice wide variety of content, he has to be the not the icing on the cake, but the at the top of his game when it comes to overall variety. Okay, you know, whether it's PVE or PvP, TOA, unit showcases, doing the summons, doing the updates. That's probably the biggest thing. You know, we have a lot of things going on within the game, but you could tell that he's really trying to work hand in hand with Com2uS to let his subscribers know about all the updates, getting that out there, getting the content out so people can know everything that's going on. And then, of course, his recommendations as to where you should go as far as progressing your game forward, so you can, you know, get to that next level. Yeah, he's doing really, really good. I think his videos, another thing that I like about his videos is that he, for some of you guys that are limited on time, you know, we live in this Vines world where everybody, you know, gets distracted after like 7 seconds, right? That you can make a 2 hour video, right? But you know, generally speaking, not everyone's going to have the time to sit down and you know, watch 2 hour sessions and whatnot. You will see that with regards to his style of making videos, he's really, really focused on making his videos anywhere in that 10 to 15 minute range, but generally right around there. They're not too big, they're not too small. They get the information he wants to get out there. He gets it out there. He's like, boom, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? He moves right along with it. So I like it. I like it. Let me see here. Yeah, that's pretty much his channel. Definitely go ahead and check it out. Again, guys, all the links are going to be down in the YouTube description down below. Okay. Next one up is going to be SW Zor. So again, this is another newcomer to the scene. He has about 660 subscribers. Been doing his thing for quite a few months here now. I would say August. Was that 3 months or so? So fairly new to the scene. But the cool thing about SW Zor is that we get in a lot of situations where a lot of people, you know, make a couple videos and then their schedule goes all over the place, right? Well, looking over his channel over the last 3 months, I think what's allowed him to grow is the fact that he's pretty consistent with his videos. You know, whether it's PVE, PvP, PvP, or whatnot, he's generally making 3 to 5 videos per week, which is, you know, what I strive for. I'm in that 5 to 6 range, but it generally always ends up being like right around that 5 mark on average if I look at it over the time of the month, unless I hit a lot of videos off. But as far as looking at all the YouTubers that I'm going to note, he's definitely one of the more consistent ones. So you can always count on him to provide you with consistent videos out there. So if you're looking for content, if you're having the time where you're in that mode, you're in that mentality where I gotta watch some summoners, where I gotta support them, but there's just not a lot of content coming out there for us to watch. Definitely tune in to his channel so you guys can see those videos every day or every other day. Yeah, buddy. And again, for him, there's a lot of things going on with his channel. Probably one of the newest ones that I don't see all the other Brazilian ones do. Something that's kind of unique to him is the content. Is it Conta Nova? I would say Conta Nova, which in Portuguese it's a new account. So he's kind of doing you know, that new account, giving the updates, providing the feedback on the new account as he grows. If you guys are familiar with Rafi, he's doing that new Farmer Phil video series, which is kind of more or less, you know, he kind of has that kind of same mentality when it comes to, you know, that new account and providing people, you know, showing people how it's done with the newer account. So I think that's pretty darn cool. I'm trying to see here again, a lot more, you know, TOA, a lot more summoning sessions, a couple of unit showcases. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Definitely tune into that when you get the opportunity to. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's see here. Next one up. I want to say it's a Portuga Tube. So another Brazilian channel out there, doing it big. Okay, been going around since May of this year, about 6 months, and got to about 1,100 subscribers. Again, a very, very nice channel, well-rounded. A little bit on the smaller side when it comes to the amount of videos per week. But as you guys can see, after coming on board and subscribing to these 7 or 8 subscribers, you're going to have yourself a wide variety of stuff. So there's going to be so much more videos for you guys to watch if you're addicted to Summoners War and you try to get it out there. It'd be silly for me not to mention to him because, again, he's a big part of this community, providing content for you guys and getting it out there for you guys. So shout out to him for coming in it on the late game, but still, you know, doing it big and making some good stuff for you guys. Okay. Next one up, we got PIBR Games. Now, this is probably a cute way of saying that one, but I'm just gonna go with PIBR. So another one that is doing real good. You know, 2,400 subscribers. Been doing it for now since April. So again, for you guys that have been around for quite some time and didn't really know some of these YouTubers were out there, definitely tune in. Definitely check out some of their content, both new and old. You might find yourself some new and exciting information to go ahead and update you on, and then hopefully you can check out some of their links. A lot of these guys have a lot of related channels or feature channels within their Summoners War YouTube channel, so you can see some of the other channels and some of the things that are doing there. But Pierre Bear Games, I like what he does. I like what he does. The content was doing. I've seen a couple of videos there. Really, the only it's funny because I don't want to turn this into like a feedback vid, but I would be silly to say that my intentions are not to help everybody grow. I want everybody to be 10 times bigger than I ever will be, right? And one of the things that I noticed that he did that I used to do, and hopefully all the YouTubers in the Brazilian side check this out or listen to this, is that he uses a blanket kind of a thumbnail. Right, he uses a blanket kind of a thumbnail to kind of cover all of his videos, which is nice. Better than just having a snapshot of what you're doing. But I want to kind of use Eric Markin as an example. He does a really great job of providing interactive and engaging Summoners War. So Summoners War fail, Summoners War thumbnails, and why I make such a big advocate of that is that we see time and time and again, guys. We see time and time and again where we have X amount of subscribers, but our videos are getting 30,000 views, 40,000 views, 50,000 views, right? And we're like, wow, what is that? What is getting people involved? What is getting people attracted to your channel, attracted to whatnot? There's a lot of technical stuff that does it. But when people search Summoners War, there's something about seeing that awesome thumbnail that pulls you. It just sucks you into like, wow, this guy really is trying to get my attention. Let me go check him out. I'm about that life. I want to get a piece of that. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So definitely, use that, as some feedback. Hopefully you enjoy it. But again, I want to give you still a shout out on the Man Crush Monday again for taking the opportunity to come into the game, make these videos for your subscribers and, get it out there so we can help everybody grow. Yeah, buddy. All right. Next one up, we got FreakNation, another big namer out there, sitting well over 5,000 subscribers. Been doing it since April. He's been around since April of 2015. Yeah, he has some really good content. Again, all of these guys are bringing their own side of the TOA, their own side of their summoning sessions, their unit showcases, a little bit of statistics when it comes to farming. Different methods of farming and what they do. So I like it. I like the mix up of whatnot. He's another one that is providing 2 to 3 videos, but they're consistent videos. There's not a week that goes by that he doesn't get at least 2 to 3 videos in. So I like it because he got that nice balance of bringing that that video out there. Definitely a person you could tell that embraces quality over quantity. And as long as he's consistent with his videos, giving you guys those videos every 2 to 3 days, I like it, and so do they. So keep it up, my man. Keep it up. Okay, next one up, we got ourselves Brevengers. Brevengers is sitting at 1,200 subscribers, a little over 1,200 subscribers, and has been doing it big since July of 2015. So this one was kind of unique to me. I really enjoyed some of the videos on his channel, but the one that caught my eye the most is that you'll hear me say probably over the video a couple times is that recently there was a big there was a big like gaming event over in Brazil called the BGS. I think it was called the Brazilian Gaming Show, and so it was kind of like a convention of all various video games in that community coming on board. And of course, Summoners War, they had their thing out there. Shout out to Desperado. My man Desperado was out there doing it big, and it's really cool because they had an opportunity to get all the YouTubers, went out there, and checked in with the fans, checked in with ComToUs and whatnot. So it was really cool to see them out there supporting the game that they love. But one thing that was unique to Brevengers was that he had the opportunity to interview the director of the ComToUs over at the global side in the office that I saw in California. He got the opportunity to interview him. And so I'm definitely looking forward for you guys to checking that out if you guys haven't gotten the opportunity to check that out. So he's been doing that, providing some interviews and whatnot. So hopefully you guys can stay tuned to that. So if he does get some future interviews, even more, later on down the road, that'd be cool because again, he's already going out of his way to, get in that one-on-one connection with ComToUs and giving you guys something you've never seen before, right? There's not a lot of people out there that have gone out of the way to connect with the community, connect with the actual company, and try to get something unique and exclusive for you guys to see. Something different, right? So, shout out to you, my man. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it. Keep it up. All right. Next one, we got Canal de Verni. Canal de Verni, another big name channel out there, sitting at 6,400 subscribers. Again, he's been doing this since February, guys. So a lot of channels out there providing a lot of content for you guys. And if you didn't know, definitely tune in, subscribe down below. Again, disclaimer, right? All the videos, all these YouTube channels, their links are going to be in the description down below. All right. So again, a nice, well-rounded channel. He has a lot of unique setups when it comes to PvE and PvE. One of the things that kind of caught me really close to home was that he kind of has that my mentality of it's not about what you got, but what you make of what you got. And so he has himself a couple of PvP videos. The one that caught me the most was his copper team. And, we got a lot of people using, the copper Randy combo, but he had the opportunity to have himself a Delphoy, which of course, if you guys didn't realize, provides a 40% leader to defense. So he has himself a copper Randy Delphoy Chloe team that he just wrecks face with. And so it was kind of cool because, when we're talking about copper, how strong he is or whatnot, we kind of limit it to the, Randy Copper combo, and people just kind of stop at that. Whereas he's trying to go above and beyond and figure out new ways to improve his team in an effort to, make it, the best he can. So, shout out to you for being unique, kind of taking your own style and creating it. I love it. I love it, man. Keep it going. So I think that is it. But last but not least, we got to mention this one out there because this is like the grand finale when it comes to the Summoners War community and making an effort to grow, beyond bounds, right? To grow. So the last one is going to be Jack Strickens, and he's with the Arena Summoners War YouTube channel. Now, he's been doing it, again, for about 8 months, providing some content out there, sitting at about 2,800 subscribers. I like it. He has a nice, well-ranged stuff. The videos are here and there, but you could definitely tell that he is in it to win it when it comes to trying to create this community, make it grow. And so one of the things that it seems like from what I've noticed on the channel, it seems like he is the one that kind of, created it and went onto it. He is the, like almost like the promoter or the guy that kind of gets everybody together when it comes to Summoners War on the Brazilian side. And what he did, guys, is he took the name of the Arena Summoners War and made a website. Now, this website is www.arenasummonerswar.com. And when you go to that, you got different, categories, the Portuguese side, the Espana side, different categories of the world. And within those categories, you can go in there and see, all the YouTubers that provide content within that realm. So if you're on the Brazilian side, right, and you don't know about this, you better ask somebody. Yeah, buddy. Okay, you got to tune into that, jump on it, get to it, and be about it. They have all the Brazilian YouTubers out there providing the stuff, and it's really cool, right? Because it just like me, I don't want to sound silly, right? But it reminds me of me. This guy is definitely going out his way to focus on everybody else, right? He's providing content for his channel, but he wants to make sure that you know about all these other people out there, so that you can tune in, you can take your game to the next level and help this community grow beyond bounds. So big shout out to Jack Strickens for doing what he's doing, making that website, arenasummonerswar.com. Make sure y'all tune in. Again, shout out again to everybody on the Comptoir side and the Brazilian side. Big shout out to Desperado. Desperado's really gone out of his way to make a big effort into bringing this community together, and is without a doubt the biggest growing Summoners War community out there. So again, thank you all for tuning in. It's a pleasure to make these videos for you as always. It's your boy Childish, Childish Plays, checking out. Take care, and we will see you next time, guys. We're out.